Hi there, my name's Matt. I'm from Curtain Club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to measure up for blockout drapery. So you'll need two things for this. You'll need your tape measure as per usual, but you'll also need a stud finder. Now the main reason that this is different to measuring up for sheer curtains is that you need some timber or some sort of structural fixing point behind the plaster. So that's obviously why we've got the stud finder. But with sheer curtains, they're lighter, they don't carry much weight, so it's not as essential that you have that solid fixing point behind the plaster. But for blockout drapery, it is important because it has an inbuilt lining and it's just a heavier fabric, and it'll put stress on the fixing point if it isn't strong enough. So basically, it's more of a concern for the wall-mounted curtain tracks, whether it's a single wall mount bracket or a double wall mount bracket. Top fix, it's not as much of a concern because the fixing point is directly above where the weight is, rather than it being a distance from the actual fixing point on the wall. So really what we have to do is just make sure that where you're measuring, decide where you're going to measure, and then you want to mark that out, and then grab your stud finder and just make sure that you have a stud within 150 millimeters of where the end of your track is going to go on each side. So there I can see that there's a stud right on the end, so that's perfect. That's going to take the weight of the curtain when it's pushed to the side, and all that fabric has accumulated in the one spot on each side. Now, just another tip for when you're measuring for blockout drapery, you generally want to take the curtain a little bit past the window opening or the glass. That's because when you have the curtain opened, if it's only going as wide as the window frame, you lose quite a bit of your natural light coming through that glass. So it's roughly about a third. So if this was a center opening curtain, when it's stacked up on the side, you lose about a third of the curtain track on each side, depending on whether it's a one-way curtain or a two-way curtain or a center opening curtain. So then if you take the curtain track a little bit wider to say here, it means that it just sits nicely on the edge of the window on either side when you have got it open during the day. Thank you very much.